always in search of banks of smaller fish, other toothed cetaceans such as pilot whales, striped dolphins, common dolphins, and these bottlenose dolphins can be found along the various continental shelves in matrilineal familial groups. Through genetic renovation with neighboring groups, the continuous interchange with individuals that come from the Atlantic is vital, which is why the Strait of Gibraltar, once again, plays such an important role in the regeneration of the Mediterranean. The indigenous population of the bottlenose is particularly affected by trawling, since the fish they catch are the very same species that make up the dolphin's diet. Trawlers also provoke the systematic destruction of the aquatic medium. Like the rest of cetaceans, the sperm whale makes use of a rich variety of low and high frequency vocalizations, using their characteristic clicks to communicate, find its bearings, and locate its prey. Noise pollution and fishing nets are their biggest problem, enclosing and distorting the great blue. This mammal, which can reach up to 18 meters in length, ventures into the most profound canyons of the Midwestern Mediterranean to find and hunt its favorite prey, the great abyssal cephalopods. It can reach unfathomable depths thanks to its highly compressible tissue, as well as to its spermaceti organ, responsible for the unusual and colossal size of its head. Filled with an oily substance, it serves to, among other things, adjust floatability. As it descends, the cold water and pressure solidify this material that acts as a ballast, easing its immersion. Between 45 to 60 minutes later, it heats up the spermaceti, liquefying it to obtain positive floatability and thus ease its buoyant ascent to the surface from over 2,000 meters deep. The sperm whale's diet is made up of diverse species of mesopelagic squid. They are not all from the genus Archaeoteuthis, which can measure over 15 meters long. Most of its prey are made up of specimens that measure between 1 and 5 meters, such as this one, which escaped the powerful jaws of a sperm whale with lethal wounds and somewhat crushed. In the sea, nothing goes to waste. Some scavenger would normally eat up this mass of inert flesh and transform its energy. But most short-fin mako sharks, blue sharks, big-eye threshers, and even great white sharks, which not so long ago inhabited the deep blue of the Mediterranean, are disappearing due to non-selective long-line hooks. Countless pelagic species sway at the mercy of the soft currents along their tireless journey. Planis crabs are easy prey in the vast blue, which is why they seek cover in almost anything that floats. Diverse species of chelonids provide cover for these guests, which grab hold of the folds in their wrinkled skin, and feeding off the various organisms that inhabit the turtle, they keep it moderately free of parasites. Like a floating island adrift in evolution, it drags along all sorts of stowaways, which by their cosmopolitan character could come from very diverse oceans. Fish, crustaceans, mollusks, algae, and the very turtle itself make up a small, errant biotic community in symbiotic harmony, until one of its inhabitants grows too much, rendering it a parasite, which will lead to the long-term destruction of this biocenosis. Although the indigenous population of the loggerhead sea turtle used to lay its eggs along the entire coastline, it now does so in the few virgin beaches that are left in the southeast Mediterranean. Tempted by the drift fishing gear, very few of them arrive at their intended destination. They look for submarine currents that will transport them to where schools of jellyfish, which they feed on, gather.